Thank you, Steve. I think that it's inspirational when we see a small amount of money being invested by the foundation, and that this releases a lot of contributions from others to enable the whole community to benefit. This is what Scouting is all about. This is about our community involvement, our community engagement, and the impact we make at community level as well. So the work of the foundation and FOSE is entirely supported by volunteers. And I'm very pleased to introduce my friend Bianca, the vice president of the foundation, who's from Romania and is a regular attender at Reunion. Over to you, Bianca.
Thank you, David, and thank you, Steve, for such a wonderful presentation project. It was great for us to see a real project that we funded, and it was done by Scouts during this period. I want to introduce to you today 11 other projects from 7 countries which are looking for funding. In the first half of 2020, we had a very promising applications for projects from different parts of southeastern European countries, and we have now we are looking for a total of 40,000 euros to sustain these projects. First, we have a project from Turkey to scouts that are motivating the children of the earthquake victims which hit Turkey in February this year. Then we have Czech Republic with a clubhouse for the biggest Central Bohemian Scout unit, which are interested to finalize this project by the end of this year, also to be able to host people and do scout reunions there. Hungary is doing a mentor training for leaders and also for helping establishing new troops. Slovakia is looking for money to create tents for summer camps, a special type of tent, which I will introduce you later to. And North Macedonia are interested to do their first Vader Scout Regatta for river scouts. While Lithuania, they were very active in applying to projects that are related to their scout strategy. They are interested in renovating their scout centers. They are interested to present scouts to the wider community and to celebrate this year 100 years of scouting. Poland particularly was very active into the COVID and pandemic projects, and they applied also for first aid skills for every child, a real scouting presentation, and campaign skills for life. So these are the 11 projects that I briefly introduced to you. While now I would like to focus on 2 projects that we think that are interested or to be interesting for us to sustain. First of all, Poland with first aid skills for every child. This is a local project from a rural troop in Poland that they want to certify their leaders with certified aid course done by nurses and medical doctors, and then disseminate this knowledge within their teams and local society. It's a practical training, and they are looking for funds to do this, also to buy mannequins, and you see in the picture, and to organize a wider training dissemination, including training kit. The total cost of project is 5,050 euros, and they are requesting from FOSE 2,550 euros. The second one is Slovakia, which stands for summer camps. They want to provide the possibility for children to participate in a summer camp using podsada. It's a scout student tent for two. As you can see in the picture, these are very traditional tents that were used by Slovak scouts for almost a century. And they want to continue to pursue to this tradition. And we consider it is that this project would be interested also that during this particular medical period, it will help do scouting activity while respecting medical regulations. They want to impact the young people with almost 200 young people. The total cost of project is 8,850 euros, while they are requesting from FOSE 3,750 euros. So as you can see, we have lots of projects that are waiting for funds, and we would be really happy to help putting these projects on the run, of course, with your aid and with your help. Thank you.
Thank you, Bianca. Just to say, this is a real inspiration because it offers us a way of actively contributing to the development of scouting in other parts of Europe. Exactly. And isn't it great that we can be involved in this? So, where do we get more information? How to contact us? I'm happy to introduce to you Alan Beavis, who is the FOSE UK coordinator. Alan, over to you.
Thank you, David. It's very nice to be with you all today, and especially for those who've joined to support and show about the work of the Friends of Scout in Europe. You've all heard the message from Bianca of how we're giving the support and the need for support. So the question now is, how do you find out more about us? Traditionally, we've had a reception at the Gilwell Reunion for many years, where we've been pleased to welcome new members, either as annual or life members. Currently, therefore, we're having to rely on the virtual type of communication, as is today. And of course, you can always find out our news. First of all the friends received from me a newsletter as appropriate. We also receive on a regular basis a newsletter from the chairman of the European Scout Foundation, Henrik, and he will be putting a new one out in November. The other way, of course, is to find out where you find a form, etc. Well, we do have a website, and you'll see on the slide the link to the website. Like all organizations, and particularly in the last few months, we're using very much the Facebook to keep in touch with you, and the hashtag, which are shown on this slide. To find out more of the regular updates on the European Scout Foundation work, again, as Bianca mentioned and David mentioned, you can find out the ongoing story of how we're supporting scouting in Eastern Europe on the attached links. I think the important thing for me is now to move on and to show you how you become a member. Now, at the most receptions, we have the pleasure of introducing from the European Scout Foundation, either the chairman, Henrik Soderman, who you see in the picture, or on the last 2 years, we've been pleased to have Bianca, who spoke to us earlier. Supporting us, of course, quite often is in fact the new chairman of the European Scout Committee, Lars Bram, who incidentally lives in York, so we always persuade him to come down and join us, and we've been very grateful to him. New members and friends are welcomed by the chairman or his representative, where they are presented with their membership certificate, together with the very revered pin, which you can wear as appropriate when needed. Last year, the UK Friends of FOSE contributed over £15,000 to the European Scout Foundation, and we're very grateful to the members. So obviously now I'm hoping, which this presentation will stimulate you all to consider joining either as an annual member, of which we ask for a contribution of 150 euros or pound equivalent, or as a life member for a contribution of 2,000 euros or equivalent. For the younger members, we do hope you will join us, and there is a reduced fee for you. All we ask you to do is look on the website, complete the application form, and submit it. I can then send you the details of how payment can be made to suit your circumstances. We also have an annual gathering of the Friends in an Eastern European country, but as you'll appreciate, this year we are restricted, and therefore we'll have to wait till next year's opportunity when we can come together, either at any jamborees, such as there might be one in Poland, or we all hope there will be one, and the other jamborees and events around the world. Finally, it's for me to say thank you for your support. Please be in touch with us. The more members we can have, the greater number of projects which the European Scout Foundation will be able to finance. So with no further to do, I pass you back to David, and thank you for joining us on this occasion.
Thank you, Alan. It's clear there is a lot still going on. There's a lot still to do. The challenges surrounding group activities and meetings and gatherings, etc., will be surmounted. I recall the message of Her Majesty the Queen to the nation saying, we will meet again. There is undoubtedly the case that we will overcome this as a nation and as a foundation and as Scouting in Europe, as Scouting all around the world. So thank you all for joining us. Please don't hesitate to contact us for any clarifications, to become a part of FOSE, to bring your expertise and to share your solidarity with those who will value your engagement. Thank you so much.